yeah, I've taken the plunge. So I now have oh, wow, what a week it has been. Hello guys and welcome back to Car Obsession. So, it is official. You guys voted and you've voted for the name Pit Stop Sunday. So this is what this series will be called from now on. This is now episode 3, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I do have a lot to discuss in this video. But I will try my best to try and keep it short, which I know is something that I often say and I completely disregard, but I've got so much to talk about in a relatively short amount of time. This week I won't be discussing any car news just because I've got so much to discuss already. I do want to try and keep this video as short as possible, but that aside, let me kick off with some updates on cars that I will be getting in the next few weeks and months to review. So of course I've already announced the Caterham Super 7 1600, the what else? My mind is all over the place. The Hyundai, which actually on the topic of Hyundai, I'm yet to formally book that one in. I have chased them up, but as you can imagine, because I've got a backlog of loans that were due to go out during lockdown, they have to obviously play catch up like every other car manufacturer. So I will get a Hyundai booked in, but I just need to give them a bit of time to catch up, and then they can come back to me and say, yes, we can give you this car between these dates. So it will be coming, but I'm not too sure when. Hopefully not too long, but I'm starting to get quite booked up now. I only really want to review 2 cars a month now, so I think the Hyundai, ideally I'd like to get it towards the end of July, but if not, it will probably have to be September. And of course I've announced the Seat Leon as well, which I will be getting mid-August, well, mid to late August, but I've now booked in a 4th car, which is a Suzuki Swift Sport. Put your teeth back in, Aaron. Regular viewers will be thinking, hang on, you've reviewed a Swift Sport before. In fact, you reviewed it twice. You went out on the UK launch, which was in Ireland, and you also had one for a week. And that is true. However, the new Swift Sport is hybrid, well, mild hybrid. So it's now got a mild hybrid system, and quite interestingly, the new Swift Sport, the hybrid version, it's slower, yet more expensive. Of course, it's more frugal, but it is interesting for Suzuki to go down that path. Now, I thought that Suzuki would still offer the standard Swift Sport, the one without the mild hybrid system, but no. I've looked on their website and it appears the only Swift Sport you can buy now, well, at least brand new, is the hybrid version, and it's around £21,500. I've got a really good relationship with Suzuki, so I don't want to slate the car too much. So I am going to have to think carefully about how I can give my feedback in a constructive manner. Of course, I'm yet to drive the car, but at first glance, on paper, you think, right, so it's slower, it has less power, yet you want to charge more money for it. So that is going to be a very intriguing loan. I'm looking forward to seeing what I think of the car, because on first impressions, I think I'm going to struggle to get on board with the idea, but hopefully when I drive it, I'll appreciate it a bit more and understand why Suzuki has gone down that path. Of course, car manufacturers are now under strict pressure to bring their emissions down. That's why you're going to be seeing more hybrids, more electrics, and sadly, ICE cars, internal combustion engine, will start to die off. And it will be a point where I think it's 2030, where the new car market, every car will be a hybrid of some sort or an electric car. The original date was 2040, but if I'm not mistaken, that is, well, it either has been brought forward to 2030 or there are talks about it being brought forward, and that's only 10 years away. So yeah, before we know it, traditional petrol and diesel cars will be no more, sadly. But the world has to move on, and of course there will still be older cars knocking about. So we have the classics to hang on to, of course. So yes, I've got that booked in, which I am looking forward to. And that is it for the time being. I'm still yet to contact a few other companies. I need to contact Ford again to get the Puma rebooked in. And I also need to get the Corsa and the 208 booked in as well. So I will need to contact PSA Group for that. So yes, that is an update on what cars I've got to review. But that isn't the big news. Well, at least the big news for this week. There is other news coming next week and the week after. So sorry to tease you there. Now, a few weeks ago, when I was doing my vlog down series, I was in one of my videos. I was talking about merchandise and saying how I don't offer it, and I don't know when I will be able to offer it, as it's not something that I can put a lot of money into. And I have been asked by a few people for merchandise, but yeah, it's not something I could really. I just don't have the kind of money to put into it. So between then and now, things have changed a little bit. I got in contact with a company called Control and Shift, who you may have heard of. One of the partners for that is fellow YouTuber Joe Achilles. He's got his own clothing line, his own merchandise that he set up with his friend Jonathan. They've been doing that for a year or so now, maybe a little bit longer. And not too long ago, they took on Petrolped, fellow YouTuber and friend of the channel. And I thought, okay, that's good. You know, Petrolped's got involved. It's clear that they want to work with other YouTubers. But I looked at it and thought, well, Petrolped is quite a big YouTuber. I'm still not at his level. And I thought, I kind of thought, shall I contact them? But I thought, no. And then a few weeks after that, they announced another YouTuber called Car Mad Dad. A YouTuber which, if I'm honest, I'm yet to check out his content, but I will do at some point. Sadly, I'm now back at, well, I say sadly, I'm now back at work. I'm back at my day job. Therefore, the days of lounging about in my pajamas, just watching stuff on the TV or YouTube videos has kind of disappeared now. But it's good because it means I'm now earning a full wage. So I'm now back at work, so I've got less time than I did have. But my point is that I would have got around to watching his channel at some point. I will do. But his channel, he's gone for a different approach. If I'm not mistaken, he wants his channel to be run as a charity. But yeah, go check out his channel. And now his channel is still quite new, it's still quite growing. Therefore, he's still growing his amount of subscribers. And because I saw that Control and Shift were working with him, I thought, okay, they're willing to work with smaller YouTubers. That's great. So I contacted Joe Achilles, and he put me in touch with his business partner, Jonathan, who is kind of the brains behind the operation. No offense to Joe, because obviously Joe is obviously put in a lot of effort and input himself. So Joe, that's by no means a discredit to you. I'm just saying that Jonathan's kind of the man behind the operation. So please don't take any offense by that. And if I've got the wrong end of the stick, I do apologise. But I got chatting with Jonathan. Yeah, it was a good chat. And yeah, I've taken the plunge. So I now have my own merchandise, my own range of merchandise, which I'm really excited about. I had no idea that it would happen this soon. I really didn't anticipate it would happen this year or maybe even next year. So the range will be live shortly after this video goes up. So the link will be in the video description, and I'll also put it in a pinned comment as well, so you guys don't miss it. And just for the sake of it, I'll put it in as a subtitle below. And at this point, you're dying to see what the range is, because of course this isn't it. This is super dry. So I do have a t-shirt on underneath this, which I'm desperate to take this off because it's actually quite warm in this room, and this is actually this is warmer than it looks. I'm starting to cook in this jacket. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to show you just one of the t-shirts, and then I'll show you the other ones afterwards. So Hopefully this transition will be slick. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Right, I do need to sit back a little bit because you can't quite see it. But yes, this is one of the t-shirts, and this is one I designed with the help of my wife Patsy. And as you can hopefully see, let me just stand up a little bit. So there we go, you can actually see it. So as you can see, it says pop-ups enabled, which is kind of a play on words because it's like a computer term. But of course it is in reference of a Mark 1 MX-5. As you can see, this Monique is pretty much represented there. So this t-shirt is actually navy blue. It may look black on camera, but it's actually navy blue. And then you kind of got the goldy bronze accents. They did try to get the colour match as close as possible, but yeah, it was a tricky colour to work with. So yeah, this is the first t-shirt and maybe arguably my favourite. So yeah, quite cheesy, pop-ups enabled, but I thought of it and thought that's actually quite clever because obviously you get that message on your computer and it's, anyway, you get the point, you understand it, you don't need me to explain it to you. But yeah, so the t-shirts will be £22 and there's also a mug, which I have down here. I really like this mug. In fact, I'm yet to use it. I kind of don't want to use it. I don't want to get it all stained and nasty. I want to keep it pristine. But here we go. So as you can see, it's got Monique on it. It's not going to quite focus, is it? It's not. There we go. It's starting to focus now. And then if I flip it around, you've got Car Obsession there. Hopefully that's in focus, but I will cut to a photo anyway so you can see it. But yep, nice little mug. That is £12 if I'm not mistaken. I will put in photos of the rest of the range. As it happens, I did contact David Gandy to help model my range, but funnily enough, I never got a response. But yeah, so it's yours truly doing the modelling, trying to do my best job. In fact, none of you will know this because very, very little people do know this. But back in the day, when I was about 18 or so, I think, maybe 17, I actually had a modelling portfolio. And just for giggles, I will put in a few photos from that just to embarrass myself. But yeah, at one point, I wanted to do modelling work. I didn't want to really do it as an out-and-out career, but someone suggested I do modelling because I'm tall and I'm slim. But yeah, it's one of those things. It never really, it never led to anything because when I did get offered modelling jobs, I was at college, and although it was paid work, college for me was quite important. So I didn't really want to compromise my college work to go and do like a photo shoot for the day. But to be fair, I didn't get that many offers, so I don't think that I was inundated and that I had people willing to bust down my door to get me in front of a camera, because that's not how it happened. So yeah, the likes of David Gandy, there was no need for them to be threatened by my presence. But yeah, so of course I've got this t-shirt, which you can't really see that well because of the camera angle. But yeah, there we go, just to give you another look. I've also got another one with Monique, so it's white t-shirt and it's got, well, it is the same design as the mug I showed you a few moments ago. I've got two black Car Obsession t-shirts, one with Car Obsession across the chest and the other one with Car Obsession kind of stacked up on the left chest. And my last design is, again, I will put photos up, but it says something along the lines of eat, work, sleep, repeat. And I've changed it to drive, 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 repeat, which again was kind of my idea, and I quite like that. So yeah, I do hope you guys like it as well. So like I say, the range is now available to buy. I won't lie, I won't be making much money from this, but that wasn't really my intention. I just wanted to give you guys an option to buy merch from me. And the great thing about working with Control and Shift is that I don't have to put any money into it. So the only money I've had to put into it is just to buy these samples, which are mine to keep, and I will be wearing these in future videos. So in fact, I'm going out tomorrow to film a few videos on something I can't speak about just yet, but I will be representing the merch in those videos. So yeah, like I said, I won't be making a lot of money, but it's just giving you guys a chance to be involved with the channel, represent the channel. And yeah, the only outlay I've had to fork out is just for the samples, and that wasn't really that much. So yeah, so far Control and Shift have been fantastic to work with, and I have to say the quality of the t-shirts is impressive. And I'm not just saying that because I must admit when I saw was it Joe Achilles or Petroped? I saw one of them speaking about the products, and they said how the cotton felt really well made, and I thought, oh well, I thought the quality of the t-shirt can't be that noticeable. I thought it'll probably feel like any other t-shirt, but genuinely, these have got a really nice finish to them. The cotton feels well made, it feels quite thick, but at the same time, these t-shirts aren't hot, they are still quite breathable. I'm quite hot in here, but that's because I don't know what it is the last few days, but this flat has become a furnace. It's not too hot today, not compared to the earlier parts of this week, but yeah, it is quite hot in here. I would open the window, but there's a bit of background noise and a lot of wind outside. But anyway, that aside, so yeah, the quality of the t-shirts is impressive. The build quality, the finish, the comfort, and also the sizing, again, is pretty spot on. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I really, really am. So yeah, I'm really excited to bring you this news. And that is, kind of the big announcement for this week. Some of you may have seen that yesterday, Friday, I'm filming this on a Saturday, but Friday just gone, I did another Car Chatters podcast with fellow YouTuber Pocket Rockets. If you don't know, we do a podcast called Car Chatters, and we often have various guests on there, but this week was a big one. We managed to get Rory Reid on there, and I'm still pinching myself now, to be honest, that we were able to get Rory on. So I've been wanting to interview Rory for ages. In fact, I can't even tell you the very first time I reached out to him. I think it was like 2017. He was still doing Top Gear at the time, so going back a little bit. But yeah, that video will be coming both on Pocket Rockets' channel and also on my channel. But because Car Chatters is Chris's Pocket Rocket, because Car Chatters is his idea, his baby. Of course, I'm going to let him upload the podcast first on his channel, give him a few days grace, and then I'll upload the episode on my channel. So yes, be sure to look out for that. I believe Chris is aiming to upload the video within the next week or so. So guys, if you don't follow Pocket Rockets or you're not subscribed to him, please head over to his channel and subscribe. He'd really appreciate that. He's a great guy. We have great banter and a great friendship, really do. Any other news for this week? I feel like I'm missing something. I've just remembered what it is. Now, this isn't a massive announcement, but just something I want to share, just to kind of big myself up, really. But I'm part of the MX5 Owners Club, obviously. And as such, every 2 months, they send out a magazine called Soft Top, Hard Top. And of course, it's got articles in there, the kind of things that your typical MX5 owner will be interested in. Now, I like to write. I have my own website where I submit articles on there, which I must admit I haven't put too much on there in recent weeks. So I do submit content to the magazine. I've got episode, if you see on that camera, I've got this magazine behind me. This is volume 26, number 3. And this came through my letterbox a few days ago. And somewhere, when I find it, there is an article by yours truly. I should have bookmarked it. This would have been a lot quicker and slicker. I promise I did write an article. I'm not making it up. Here we go. So, just a quick one. So you may remember I did a video a few weeks ago about what it is like to live with a welded diff. And I thought, actually, this might be of interest to, of course, I think it would be of interest to fellow MX5 owners. So I thought, you know what, let me actually kind of write it as an article and submit it into the magazine. And as you can see, there I am. They have spelt my name wrong, which is a little bit meh, but hey, it's a minor detail. I'm just happy to have my content published. And this is the second article I've done for the magazine. and I'm aiming to do more work with them. It's not paid work, but I do it just because I enjoy it, and of course MX5s are my passion. Sadly, you can't buy this magazine, so a lot of you won't be able to actually read my articles, but if you are part of the MX5 Owners Club, or if you own an MX5 and you're not part of the Owners Club, I would urge you to do so, because it is a great community, and of course hopefully you'll get to read some of my articles. I've just realised one thing I forgot to do this week is to pick out my favourite comments. Normally I would have my laptop here and I'd have some comments to look at, and I must admit it's been a crazy week. I haven't done that. So let me quickly go and pick out some comments, and I will be back with you in a few moments. Right, we've got there eventually. The Wi-Fi in here isn't that good, so I had to take the laptop into the hallway. So let's kick off with Shane Devine. He's put, really enjoy your videos, mate. I look forward to them. They help me when I'm not feeling 100%, if you know what I mean. Keep it up. Thank you, Shane. It's really good to know that my videos can help to lift people's spirits, and that's why I do the videos I do, particularly in these times. I know things are improving, but yeah, there's quite a lot of negativity out there, and if I'm able to offer some escapism from the outside world that makes you feel happy or improves your mood, then that's brilliant. So Shane, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. What else have we got? Next up we have Lewis Gilbert, which I may have mentioned his name before in another video, but he commented on my Mark 1 Mazda MX-5 point of view drive. He put, worst part about this clip, which I must admit when I first read that I was kind of on tenterhooks, like what's he going to say next? But he's followed it up with, it's not longer, laugh out loud. Then my point of view video was about 14 minutes long, and I think it can be quite difficult with point of view videos. Where do you draw the line? It's difficult to strike the balance of keeping interest, but keeping the video short. So to be honest, I could have made that video longer, and I was tempted to, but I thought, no, try and keep it under 15 minutes, which is what I think I did. But thank you for your comment, Lewis. It is much appreciated. Next one is from a viewer with a name that is, to my eyes, unpronounceable. It looks like it's not been spelt correctly. I'm sure it has. It's just me being stupid. I'm going to have to chicken out. I don't know how to pronounce that. Eulian Pericle. He or she has commented on my video that I did with the Sam's Detailing sample kit. By the way, you can still get discount on that if you use the Car Obsession discount code. You get £5 off, so the sample kit is £30 instead of £35. How's that for a shameless plug? So he or she has put, wow, this guy is really trying to sell this product. Am I? No. No. Almost kind. Oh, sorry. He or she's put a bit of a typo in here, so let me correct it. Almost kind of felt like buying the product, even though I don't really need it, just for his selling performance. Smiley face. So thank you for that. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a natural salesman, although back in the day I did used to sell gym memberships, but that was a long time ago and something I wouldn't do again, to be honest, given the choice. Tell you what, let's pick out a comment for a video I did a while back. So it's good to see that it's still being watched. That's my review of the Caterham 7 420R. A chap by the name of Nick Egan has put, great review, thank you for posting. Thank you for watching, Nick. If you're watching this, hopefully you are, and hopefully you're subscribed. That leaves one more. Ooh, who is going to get the last comment of the week? Ooh, dramatic. Let's put in some dramatic music. Let's put in a heartbeat sound effect. Ooh, who is going to get it? Ooh. Okay, let's go with David Yates. He has commented on last week's instalment of Pit Stop Sunday. He's put, great stuff. I like when you just ramble on. I'm glad someone does. Laugh out loud at the guy wandering into your shot. Well, into shot. I've just added a word into his comment for no reason. So for those of you that didn't watch last week, I won't go into it. Actually, let me show you the clip so you know what he's referring to. Hello guys, and welcome back to Car Obsession. Last week I brought you a video talking through 5 things I like about Monique, my Mark 1 Mazda MX-5. This time it's talking about things I don't like about. Really. Unbelievable. And there we have it, guys. I have no idea how long this video will be. I have no idea how long I've been talking for, because I've had to stop the camera 1 or 2 times to go and get the laptop and to get the Wi-Fi working. But yes, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed it. If so, give it a massive thumbs up. If you are subscribed, don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified every time I make a video. If you aren't subscribed, guys, what are you waiting for? You know what to do. Hit that button and comment if you want to. I'd love to get your feedback on the range of merchandise, so please do get in touch. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. I am now back at work Monday to Friday, so it may be a bit of a delay for me to get back to you because I have very limited access to my phone during the day and I work long hours. Anyway, yeah, thank you once again for watching. Look after yourself as always, stay safe, and until the next time, guys, be sure to keep up the car obsession.